two persons were quarreling. The subject of quarrel was that one was telling that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he killed first Putana, Aghasur, so many demons, Kansa, after that Jarasandha, Kaljavan, Pandit Vasudev, and so many. And at last he made a arrangement that all Yadvansis should quarrel themselves, and they were destroyed. By all these actions, Krishna established Varnashram Dharma. So he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But second was telling that, oh, these are minor things. This is the not supreme cause that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, being Supreme Personality of Godhead, having all kinds of opulences in highest top, and his all kinds of power are in him, his ocean of rasa, and he was controlled by Jashoda, and he was tightened by Jashoda, and he was weeping, "Mother, don't beat me." Also, he was defeated by Sridham and Subal, and he used to take the remnants of his friends and all Brajavasis. Moreover, he used to pacify the man of Radhika, and for this he used to give his bansi and his more mukut in the lotus feet of Radhika, and he used to pray that, "Oh Radhike, I am always debted to you. I am debted to all gopis. I cannot repay you for lakhs and lakhs births in any way, because you have given everything for me, but I cannot give you everything." Krishna used to sometimes give his head also on the lotus feet of Radhika. He used to dance with them in the Ras Leela. So second was telling that this is the glorification of the highest personality of Godhead. But first was telling that, oh, you are defaming him. That Krishna was lusty, and he was controlled by so many ladies, and he नष्ट कर दिया, spoiled the varnashram dharma. How it can be the glory of Krishna, being a supreme personality of Godhead, that he took all the clothes of all the gopis and he climbed on the tree and told them that, "Oh, come here, folding your hands, not here, here." So he destroyed all varnashram dharma. But in Gita it has been told that, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here also it has been told. And he कि धर्म पर जदा जदा ही ग्लानिर्धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजम्यहम् परित्रणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतं धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे. So he has come to establish Varnashram Dharma. How he can cross and spoil this Varnashram Dharma? By dancing with so many others' wives and making them naked to come in front of him. Oh, so you are defending Krishna. And that is why they are both quarreling. Can you say first is right or second is right? If you are in the side of first, you can raise your hand. What first was telling, was it right or not? If it was right, you can raise your hand. What second was telling, it was right or wrong? Raise your hands if he was right. Oh, well, only few. So, once I was telling this fact in Mathura, in the glorification of Swami Bhaktivedanta Svami Maharaja, at the time of Sannyas Day, who took sannyas in Mathura, Vishwarup Mahotsav. I was glorifying him. I think most of them have not understood my feelings. That is why they are not raising hand, nor nothing doing. So they have not listened and gone so deep. That is why they could not say anything. Try to go deep. If you are not going deep, you cannot glorify your Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja, your Gurudev. So I was telling that Swami Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, in a few days, to please his Gurudev, to please Rup Goswami and to please his ancestral Guru Parampara, who went in Western countries, Eastern countries, on the whole globe of world, and in no time he preached everywhere, name Sankirtan, and the Bani of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Bani, the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he established so many centers, preaching centers, so many temples, so many gurukuls, and he printed so many books. Oh, it is a very glorious thing. But I think this was not his top of glorification. Any printer in India or world, they print lakhs and lakhs and crores books, and they sell everywhere. So Swamiji has done this. He has not printed, but he has explained Bhagavad Gita. He has given explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam. He has given explanation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so deeply. It is very rare persons to go deep and to read and realize these things. I am telling all these things in simple way, but very rare persons are realizing all these things. So, he did it, and it is wonderful that he preached all over the world. Perhaps you will also agree with my this statement, that in world there are so many publishers who are printing so many lakhs and lakhs books and distributing whole world. But not like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam and all these things. So this These works were so glorious. Indeed. But I know also that his glorification is not the highest for which he came. He came to give the something for which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come, for which Krishna came in the shape of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gaur Hari, taking the beauty, golden beauty and internal mode of Srimati Radhika. Vishnu Tattva Advaitacharya and all other incarnations could have established Yugadharma Nama Sankirtan. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it has been told that Yugadharma Pratishtha is not the work of Krishna, not the job of Krishna. Krishna is Parama Karun and he is Rasik and merciful. As he is merciful, he came to sprinkle his mercy to give धीरे धीरे बजाबो बुझे ना ওটাকে মুক্ত করো না একটু ধীরে ধীরে to sprinkle the mercy to give this রাগানুগ वर्तमा राग मार्ग भक्ति करिते प्रचारण Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and this was also secondary. What was prominent? Prominent was Radhaya Pranay Mahima Kidrisho Vamadiya Shokanchascha Madan Bhavata Kidrisho Vettiloba Tadbhavadya Samajani Sati Garba Sindhu Harindo. So this was the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is, this is the mission of Krishna, to taste the three things. And perhaps you all know, and Swamiji has explained also in Chaitanya Charitamrita these things. This was the supreme cause of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to taste these things, and secondary was to distribute Rag Vartma, Rag Marg Bhakti. So, to establish Yugadharma, to establish Nam Sankirtan was only primary reason. Secondary, not primary, secondary. And he preached all. But all are in this stage that they cannot go beyond this limit. So they understood that this was the main thing and topest glory of Swamiji to preach Nam Sankirtan. But you should note one thing. You know, so many disciples of Swamiji, like Bhavananda, Bhagavan Das, I don't want to take their names. They preached Nam Sankirtan. They were the commander-in-chief for this. Also distributing in books. Also making temples. Lakhs and lakhs of dollars they have collected for this. But if it was the main object of doing Swamiji, then where are now they? Those who did all these things. Now where they are? You can imagine these things. So only to play on harmonium and mridanga and with ladies doing, oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. This was not his mission. By this he wanted to attract and establish Nam Sankirtan Yugadharma. And he did at that time. But those who could not follow his interior mode of prem and love, they were bewildered. So he came only for, not only for Yugadharma. He was in the line of Rupa Goswami, he was in the line of Raghunath Das Goswami. He was in the line of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Narottam Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan Pad, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Goswami Thakur, and in the line of our Gurudev, Srila Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnu Pasi Srimad Bhakti Sit Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj. He was not any free or Swayambhu independent Acharya. He was, I think that you have told that he was the hand of Srila Prabhupada. That hand went whole over world. So he was hand of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is the hand of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But sometimes we forget these things. So he came to give the same message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Arup Goswami. He came like Chaitanya, Srila Prabhupada told, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami told in Radha Kund, I told there, that there in Kartik month, when the parikrama was staying there in tents around Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, he told that, I'm sorry that my whole life has been gone in cutting jungles of Mayabad, Suhajiya, Sakhi, Bheki and all. Really I wanted to give something. The service of Radha and Krishna conjugal. If you are doing whole time all these things, then you are losing your time. And at one day you will be Nirvisheshvadi. And you will be deviated from these things. So you should know that our aim and object are of our whole ancestral pranali, Guru Parampara, to follow Rupa Goswami, to serve Radha Krishna and conjugal, this prema and love, to give this prema and love to whole world he came. So I think this was the main object and mission and message of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. The same message what is in our Guru Parampara. So this is most top of his glorification that he wanted to do. But I am worried that some his so-called followers could not follow. And they became totally against me. Like I told in quarrel of two person in beginning. He first wanted to glorify Krishna, only that he killed Putana, so big demon. But this was very, very little thing. You know that Swamiji has told also this, that Gita is primary book of bhakti. Primary or what? Beginning book. And Srimad Bhagavatam is? No. Graduate, postgraduate books. Why he told? It means that he wanted to establish that thing. In Srimad Bhagavatam, only Gopi love has been told supreme. The message of Srimad Bhagavatam is not to glorify so much Krishna, but that prem, Gopi prem, how they love Krishna, this prem. So in whom this highest topic of prem is there, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavat का वो क्या प्रतिपाद्य विषय गोपी प्रेम is there. वंदे नंद ब्रजेस्त्रीणाम पादरेणुमपेक्षणम क्या सा हरिकथोद्गीतम पुनात भुवनत्रयम् अहो भाग्यम नंद गोप ब्रजौषां जनमित्रम परमानंदम पूर्ण ब्रह्म सनातनम. Glorifying gopis here and there. Vyas has glorified Krishna here and there. There are two things to understand. I will explain it in other classes. Very in a little form I am telling this. there are two tattvas. One is tattva. Like Chaitanya Charitamrita has been told. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asking from Rai Ramananda, I want to know Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva, Prem Tattva and Rasa Tattva. So there is Tattva, Krishna Tattva, and another is Rasa Tattva. By Tattva Drishti, by the angle of vision of Rasa Tattva, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is Paratattva. Vadanti Tattva Vidas Tattam Jadjnanam Advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavani Shabdate. So Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. All the Shaktis are of Krishna. Everything is of Krishna. So no doubt he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So by Tattva Krishna is Supreme. But when we will discuss about the Rasa Tattva, then who will be? In which the rasa is situated, he is topest. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But I think there is no Mahabhav so much, Adhirudha, Madan. That is why he became so much greedy for these things. He saw so much, plenty of, ocean of these things in Srimati Radhika, and he became greedy to have a sparkle of this. And that is why he prayed. And Srimati Radhika was thinking that, oh, you are not so much qualified in this. So that, after that, he stole away. When Srimati Radhika is sleeping or anyway, not knowing, and Krishna very slowly like cats went there and stole away these things. What? That moved Mahabhav. And when he stole away, also golden beauty came in him. And now he began to know that, oh, I am Radhika. He forget that I am Krishna. And then he wanted to taste the modes of Radhika, 3 modes. And then he became Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know. And he went to Godavari, the back of Godavari, to his Shiksha Guru. Who was Shiksha Guru? Rai Ramananda. And there he learnt all these things in his school. And then he returned back and he then went to the school of Lalita, that is Sarup Damodar. And thus he used to go to Gopinath Tota. You know Tota Gopinath? What is this? There is a school of Srimati Radhika, Gadadhar Pandit. And there he knew everything and went again to Gambhira. And then by their help, he used to test 3 things. So Swamiji has come to give all these sacred things, so deep things. So I was telling that this is the glory of our whole ancestors, or our disciplic Guru. So he was one of them as a flower. So this is the glorification of Swamiji. But someone becomes so furious and some upset, they could not understand my mood. Those who understood my feelings, they were suppressed. And those who will go to Narayan Maharaj, they will be out of. But I am so happy today that most senior and sincere Vaishnavas taking initiation from him, I think about more than 25 or 6, about 30 are here. Hmm? Not taking sannyas, but more than sannyas. Sannyasis has left Swamiji, but they have not left. Still with him. They are still ISKCON. I think those who have left his teachings, Swamiji, are they still ISKCON? Never. I think that anyone living in householder life, no harm. But taking his and following his whole teachings, he is most dear and near to Swamiji. Those who are only taken one initiation, name sannyas, only Harinam, also they are disciples of Swamiji. Those who have not taken second initiation, no harm, but they are also. And those by their disciples, no harm. If they are in line of his teachings, they are most favorable. Like disciples are more dear. Like a father loves his son, but more to his grandson. In this way. So I think that so many disciples of Swamiji are here. And they are reminding me all these things. So I am so happy. I feel myself so much fortunate that so all are with me. And I think that these glories will not be done in anywhere, in even his samadhi is there, or in the temples now there. As you are all glorifying him. So much thanks to you. You should be very strong in this way, to be in his line and to preach in this line and glorify Swamiji in this line. Really, you are ISKCON. I know that Srila Vyasdev is ISKCON, Narad is ISKCON, Sukadeva Swami is ISKCON, and Guru Parampara is ISKCON, Krishna Bhavana Mitra. Our whole mission is this. We are really those who are serving Krishna and Radha Krishna conjugal and following the footprints of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All are this, really. And those who only beat drums, that I am ISKCON, I am ISKCON. I am of Prabhupada. Only beating of drum we will not do. So I think that those who are fulfilling his desire, on their line, serving their gurus, and his teaching and preaching this mission to world. This is actually Pushpanjali in lotus feet. No? I want that you should glorify your Gurudev in this way. You should try to take a vow that will never depreciate from this line. We will always be in our line. Please give me some mercy that we will be strong to follow you. Not only by pushpa, these material pushpas, not by so delicious preparation. Oh, today is only khichdi and dal bhat, not so many delicious food. This is not the real way to please him. He will be pleased if you are very strongly following his missions, teachings. Then you are real disciple, otherwise not. He will not accept other things than this. He will accept this. So, I pray you all humbly that you should give this Pushpanjali in notice, that we will never be deviated from this line. We will always try to serve you, and we take part in your lotus feet, that we always follow teachings and preach in your whole world this mission. So now it is not so much time. We will glorify in other times. Gaur Premanande.
Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manchakalpatarubhasya Kripasindubhaiva Cha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. It is the duty of human beings, not only human beings but all the creation, to serve Lord Krishna as their eternal servant of Lord Krishna. But according to their ability, they can serve. They cannot serve beyond their ability. The highest manifestation of service is always present in Srimati Radharani. And his descendants are in that line. However, Swamiji, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaja, is a descendant in that line and tried to preach that sort of devotion which is existing and derived from his superiors. So, much explanation is not necessary and not possible by me. I only pray that they may bless me. I am a wretched and fallen soul. Whatever is fit for me, I pray to them to bless me. Thank you.